2, 1, 2. Welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thanks for joining me. This week's featured lesson, we're going to do a beautiful gospel hymnal, Just a Closer Walk with Thee, in the key of G. And we're going to do two arrangements as you saw and heard. The first one was more of a Carter style thing in first position down here. And the second time through, we're going to get up on the neck a little bit, make use of some other chord shapes, and still play very straight ahead melodies on both of them, but again, kind of one in the lower register, one and up an octave. So yeah, if you'd like to purchase the full-length version, as this is just a preview here, you can click the link below and it will shoot you onto my website, and there you can do so. It'll come with about 45 minutes of video, PDF tabs, and 3 audio backing tracks. This song isn't played very fast and often can be played very slow, but I do have 3 different speeds. And also make note that this song's been around for a while, and there's lots of different versions out there. Some people even do it in 3/4 time signature. I did it in 4/4 time. There's a few different ways you can kind of manipulate some chord structure. I chose a very basic one and a common one. So just, there are a few different ways out there, but as you saw and heard, I'm going to teach exactly what you saw, okay? Everything note for note, okay? So if you really like the way I teach and approach learning, and you'd like to learn about accessing my entire library of over 350 lessons, I've got 3 courses, and I've got a video exchange program. You can click another link down there about being a member, and for a yearly or monthly fee, access everything I have. I come out with a new lesson every week. You get top email support. So a lot of cool features for a Premier member. Give it a look if you're interested. For now, we're going to start walking through the first few measures here for Just a Closer Walk with Thee in the key of G. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so let's go ahead and start walking through Just a Closer Walk with Thee. And remember, any markings on the bottom of the staff are pick directions, so follow those closely. And any markings above the staff, like little numbers, will be left-hand fingerings. We'll see more of those in the second arrangement. Here we're going to walk through, again, the first arrangement, kind of the more Carter style, basic arrangement. I'm going to play those first 4 measures and we'll break them on down. So this is what they sound like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Do that again. 2, 3, 4, 1. And also, real quick note, I'm going to be playing my G chord mainly like this. You got that pinky on the high string, 3rd fret, so that B string is open. You could, some people, will do what I call the full G. They fret the note and they got their 2nd finger on the low string. Both can totally work, but I kind of choosing this style of G for this arrangement. So just a heads up on that. So right there in the first measure, we got to pick up on beat 2, and it's kind of a nice little chromatic walk up into the melody note. And it's just on the 2nd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the A, and the 4th fret of the A. And then we're going to play an open D. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next measure, we play that open D string. And then now we're going to strum here. 2, and 3, and that's what all those eighth notes are. All those notes connected, and sorry, as you notice, I'm strumming kind of the bottom half of the chord, or the highest sounding 3 or 4 strings. I have marked there 3. Give it a little bit more clarity instead of just strumming across all the strings. Okay, just those higher sounding 3 strings. So open D, 2 and 3 and then open D again. Then I move on to the next measure. I got a 0-2 hammer on the D string. And then I got to get to the 2nd fret A with my first finger, open D, and then 4th fret A. That note will sound a little dissonant all by itself, but that's the passing note, and it's part of the melody there. So 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. And then the next measure, we got 3 on the A string. And that circle around it with the stem means half note. So 2 counts. 1, 2. And then we pluck an open A and we strum a D7. Okay, so now that measure is just a bit awkward. The melody sits on the 7th note of the D chord, okay? So that's a C. And it's in the lower register too. So it makes it just a bit awkward, actually, when I'm kind of doing the Carter style, to strum it, pluck that note and strum it. So what I did there was just hold it for the half note, 1, 2, and then we catch up to our strumming, if that makes sense. So, yeah, just not often do we find the melody in this register of this note of like the 5 chord. So, but yeah, let me play all 4 of those measures now for you in context. So 3, 4, 1. Again, ready, go, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So make sure you're just giving that half note, the 2 counts. And yeah, if you're not sure what it's all about, having that 7th note underneath the 5 chord, that's okay. You don't necessarily need to completely understand that, but yeah. I just chose to hold it instead of trying to strum it. It sounds a little too dissonant for my ear. So let's move forward here. The next 3 measures, they sound like this. They're over top of the D7. Ready, go. Okay, some fairly easy stuff there. The measure 5, we're just doing a little alternate bass strumming in measure 5. So open D, we strum. Open A, we strum. And that's just alternate bass strumming for D or D7 in this case. And then measure 6, we're going to pluck the G string, 2nd fret, you're already there. And then we're going to do strum here for beats 2 and 3. 2 and 3 and. So we're kind of breaking up the strumming, the alternate bass strumming pattern. The way the melody sits in this tune, a lot of things are often on 1 and 4. So it kind of makes it a little trickier to do just an alternate bass throughout the whole piece. So we have to kind of do some different strumming. Let's measure 6. And then the next measure, got some quarter notes here. 4th fret D, open D, 2nd fret D, open G. I'm going to do those 3 measures now again. Ready, go. 2, first few measures, the first 7 bars. Ready, go, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those are the first 7 bars right there. Let's move on to measures 8, 9, and 10. Getting back to the G chord, and they sound like this. Do that one more time. Ready, go. So measure 8 just kind of finishes that phrase. So the melody actually ends on beat 2 there. The melody phrase, or our musical statement there, which is kind of odd. Sometimes a lot of times they end on beat 1 or beat 3, but here we end on beat 2. So 2nd fret D, then open D, and then we strum our G chord. And then we do a little mini G run here. And as you see that 1 to 2 is actually, it's connected by 2 beams. So it makes it a 16th note. Or both of those notes are 16th notes. So it happens kind of quick. 1E, 1E. And then we pluck the open D. And then the next measure, we'll have the open G. 1E and 1. Or I should say 4E and 1. 4E and 1. Do it again. Ready, go. Okay, and then so after you pluck that G string, you strum, then open G, 2nd fret G. So I'm going to do those 2 measures. Ready, go. 3, 4. And then the next measure, we're going to get into a different chord shape here. We're going to go to the 4th fret of the G. Make sure you get there with your 2nd finger. And then we're going to make this little F shape here. Okay, now we're sounding a G chord, of course, but this is, again, what I call an F shape. Most people refer to it as that. And we're going to pluck that G string, it's a quarter note, and then we're going to strum 2 and 3 and then 3, 5 hammer on the B. Okay, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and ready, go. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and ready, go. Okay, so now I put those 3 measures together. 2, 3, 4. Two again, go. Now I also, real quick, I considered cross picking in that measure. I wanted to keep this arrangement, beginning arrangement. But another thing you could do there, and it sounds really nice. High string, B, G, B, or I'm sorry, E, that high E. Then we 3, 5 hammer on the B. Okay, instead of strumming. Both work, both sound good. Okay, so there's a little tidbit there. Let's move on. 1,